Since Parliament's approval of amendments to the Mineral Resource Authority Act in February, the country's Chamber of Mines and Petroleum has come out raising concern on the effects these changes will have to the operations of the MRA. However, speaking at the launch of the PNG EITI report in Port Moresby today, Treasurer Charles Abel was asked about the reasoning behind the amendments.
The government had its particular reasons behind that. There was quite an exhaustive consultation process that went ahead. And of course, the decision-making process of government it's a collective decision, and that was the result of that due process. And the government decided that it didn't want, it wanted more of a government dominance, I guess, in terms of the regulatory body for the industry, so that it would avoid some of these potential conflict of interest, I guess, when it comes to the regulation of the industry. That's the rationale behind it.
According to PNG Chamber of Mines and Petroleum Vice President Richard Kasman, the decision by government and Parliament to approve the amendments may have been ill-advised.
And there was a perception that it was dominated by the industry, which factually was not correct. In terms of the concern that's been expressed about involvement and conflict of interest in licensing, under the MRA Act was quite an independent body where industry was not present at all, very well put together, and that provided a tremendous amount of independence, which is very much government involved. So unfortunately there was a perception that the industry sat on the board and then the industry sat on the licensing determination. That's certainly not the case.
Whilst debate continues, the Treasurer has assured all stakeholders that the government is adamant on providing a more transparent MRA into the future.
We note the concerns by the Chamber and the industry in relation to the amendments to the MRA Act, which basically amended the composition of the MRA Board to reduce, I guess, the dominance that was the main point of the industry on the board. It also involved an increasing of the production levy, which accrues to the MRA, and then there was an apportioning of that increase to the Department of Mineral Policy and Geohazards and the MRA. So it was an additional impost on the industry.